Here's your 2.5-minute video script. Elon Musk just handed Tesla investors what looks like a golden ticket, but before you reach for your wallet, there's something critically important you need to understand about what's really happening beneath the surface. Welcome back, and today we're diving deep into the latest headlines swirling around Tesla, because this is exactly the kind of story where excitement and financial reality can dangerously diverge, and the gap between the two could cost everyday investors real money. So here's what we know. Elon Musk has delivered what's being characterized as great news for Tesla. And look, when the world's most talked about CEO makes a positive announcement about one of the most scrutinized companies on the planet, markets listen. Sentiment shifts. Social media erupts. And retail investors, millions of them, start reaching for their brokerage apps. That's the cycle we've seen play out time and again with Tesla, and it's a cycle worth examining with a genuinely critical eye. But here's where the investigative lens becomes absolutely essential. The Motley, a publication that has followed Tesla's trajectory across years of extraordinary highs and gut-wrenching lows, is specifically warning investors not to rush to buy the stock. And when a broadly optimistic financial media outlet pumps the brakes on enthusiasm, that is a signal worth pausing on. Tesla has always been a company that occupies two distinct realities simultaneously. There's the narrative reality, the Elon Musk effect, the vision of autonomous vehicles, energy dominance, and technological revolution. And then there's the fundamental financial reality, the one measured in price-to-earnings ratios, delivery numbers, margin compression, and competitive pressure from an increasingly crowded electric vehicle market. The critical question any serious investor must ask is, which reality is the current stock price actually reflecting? Tesla's valuation has historically defied conventional metrics. At various points, the company has traded at multiples that would make traditional analysts blink repeatedly in disbelief. And while Tesla bulls will argue that you can't apply old-world thinking to a new-world company, the counterargument is equally compelling. Gravity, eventually, applies to every stock regardless of how compelling the story sounds. The timing of this announcement also deserves serious scrutiny. Tesla has faced a genuinely challenging period: pressure on vehicle pricing, questions about demand sustainability, heightened competition from Chinese EV manufacturers like BYD who are moving with remarkable speed and efficiency, and broader macroeconomic headwinds affecting consumer spending on big-ticket items. When good news arrives against that backdrop, it's worth asking whether the news genuinely changes the fundamental trajectory, or whether it simply provides a temporary emotional lift to a stock in need of positive momentum. There's also the Musk factor itself, a double-edged sword that any Tesla investor must honestly reckon with. Musk's involvement in political spheres and his leadership of multiple companies simultaneously has introduced a layer of unpredictability that simply didn't exist in Tesla's earlier chapters. Brand perception matters enormously for a consumer-facing company, and perception is something that can shift faster than any quarterly earnings report. None of this is to say Tesla lacks a compelling future. The company remains a genuine innovator with infrastructure advantages that competitors will spend years trying to replicate. The energy storage business is growing. The supercharger network is a genuine moat. And autonomous driving, if fully realized, could be transformational in ways we're still struggling to quantify. But here's the discipline that separates thoughtful investors from reactive ones. Good news about a company and good news about a stock are two entirely different things. Great companies can be terrible investments at the wrong price, and that distinction is exactly what's being raised here. So before the excitement of this announcement moves your cursor toward the buy button, ask yourself one honest question: are you investing in Tesla's future, or are you simply reacting to a headline?